Manga-Waido.
My name is Shingo Hashimoto. I live with my wife Yoko and my daughter Nozomi.
Mom, apparently Kento is starring in a TV show.
Oh wow, we must record it.
Apparently they're going to do a live recording too. Let's go together.
What a great idea.
Sounds like fun. What are you guys talking about?
Oh, it's you, Dad. It's nothing.
Hey, Nozomi. Ever since starting junior high, Nozomi has been acting cold towards me. I assumed she was simply going through puberty, and I would have been okay with it if not. Has she still not come home yet?
She said she was going out with friends.
Ugh, what a problem. When she started high school, her behavior worsened. She began dressing rebelliously and started coming home even later. Whenever I'd reprimand her, she'd tell me to leave her alone and wouldn't listen to a word I'd say. I guess this is what it means to be a father. I need to be strong. But then, my wife began to behave strange too. It seems she was taking out her anger of Nozomi on me. So, Nozomi is late again.
Are you saying it's my fault?
No one's saying that.
Well, I don't like your tone. Sounds like you're blaming me. The reason why Nozumi's like this is because you're not earning enough.
What are you talking about?
I told you I wanted Nozomi to go to a private junior high, but you insisted on sending her to a state school. Had we sent her to a private school back then, she wouldn't have turned out this way.
You have no evidence to support what you're saying. At the time, you're the one who insisted that we'd be better off moving into a larger house rather than sending her to private school.
If only you had a better salary, we could have done both. You're so useless. I'm sick of it.
Hang on a second. Ever since, my wife keeps repeating to me how if I were only paid more, we wouldn't be in this mess. She didn't used to be like this. Why? It appears my daughter started to be bothered by my wife's strange behavior.
Are you having problems with Mom? She's been behaving weird recently.
Yeah, she does seem a bit odd recently.
With Mom this way, I feel like spending even less time at home.
Come on, don't say that. I just want you to come home earlier.
Then do something about Mom's attitude. The problem is that you don't have the guts to do anything about it.
I'm sorry. Nozomi's right. I need to be more assertive towards Yoko. But almost as if on purpose, just as I was having problems at home, I began to have problems at work also. Some items had failed to arrive by the deadline due to a mistaken order. It was my colleague Yoshida who had made the mistake. How could you make such a basic mistake? How long have you been working here for? I'm sorry. At our company, whenever we place an order, we check each other's work to make sure we haven't made a mistake. Yoshida and I check each other's work. But this time, owing a work trip I had and the sudden nature of the order, I wasn't able to check Yoshida's documents. I tried to appease the boss, but even after a few days, he was still mad. What shall I do? I just bought a ridiculously expensive car. If I get fired, I won't be able to pay it back. Facing a pale-looking Yoshida, I said what was on my mind. Yoshida, I'll take the fall. What? It was my fault. I didn't check properly. I'm also responsible for this, so I'll resign. Hashimoto, you... I had actually been thinking of changing jobs 6 months ago. A friend had invited me to join his company. The company I was currently working for was a black company. And as my wife Yoko said, the pay isn't very good. The company I had an offer from had much better pay and benefits, and to be honest, I was sick of my current boss, with whom I'd already had a number of run-ins. It was simply a matter of time before I left. Boss, I didn't check the documents properly. It was my fault also. I'm very sorry. I will take responsibility and resign for my mistakes. Oh, I see. Well, we're going to be a lot better off without you. Good riddance. His smug face briefly irritated me, but with that, the director's anger seemed to subside somehow. I felt refreshed at the thought of not having to see the man's face again. And so, I voluntarily resigned from the company. But when I went home, my wife greeted me with a demonic disposition.
Is it true that you quit your company?
My wife works part-time in a different department at the same company as me. Most likely, it leaked out through one of the gossip-loving part-time ladies or something like that. No, listen to me. The thing is...
I can't believe believe it! You hardly earn any money as it is. And now you're telling me you're unemployed?
No, wait. Let me explain. I tried to tell her about the other job I had lined up, but my wife didn't give me a chance to explain.
I've had enough. I want a divorce.
What? A divorce? You can't be serious. That's crazy.
Not at all. You barely make enough money and you have no control over your own daughter. I'm sick and tired of you.
No, but what I'm trying to tell you is that I'll be earning…
How could a brainless worm like you find a new job? There's no way I'm living with someone who's unemployed. The divorce is happening.
I was surprised by the sudden turn of events, but as I looked at that face, seemingly looking down on me, everything somehow became insignificant. You seem to have made up your mind about this.
That's right. I've already thought this through.
In that case, you leave me no choice.
I heard what you were discussing. Is it true you're getting a divorce?
Nozomi.
I would like you to know that I'm taking custody of Nozomi. There's no way I'm leaving her in the hands of some pathetic father like you.
What do you say, Nozomi?
Isn't it obvious? I'm staying with Mom.
So, you prefer Yoko to me?
Well, that much was obvious.
It's not like I wasn't expecting this, but hearing it out loud was depressing nonetheless.
If you two get a divorce, what's happening to the house?
I'll leave the house.
Oh, really? Are you sure?
It would be easier for Nozomi to go to school from here.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's a good idea. All that is left to be discussed is how we're going to split our finances.
Okay. Following the discussion, we decided to change the name of the house's lease to my wife's name, and that I would move in with my parents. I agreed to give 3/4 of our savings, which we had saved together as a couple, to my wife as child support. So, I guess we're strangers now.
I must say, I really appreciate how well you're taking this.
Well, I guess I did quit my job after all. Bye, Nozomi. Have a happy life.
Yep, sure. Bye.
And so, I returned to my parents' house and began my life at my new company. This was how it was meant to be. Fortunately, my new company had a good workplace environment, and I was able to work leisurely. Several months passed, and by the time I settled into my new life, a former colleague from my previous workplace, Yoshida, the person I resigned for, invited me out for a drink. I'm really sorry about what happened. I'd already received an offer from a different company. Don't worry about it. But you got a divorce, right? I feel guilty that it ruined your family. I probably should have consulted my wife before leaving my job. And plus, we weren't getting along anyway. It was only a matter of time. No, still. Well, to be honest, I felt down at the beginning of the divorce, but now that everything's settled, I actually feel relieved. We parted ways amicably in the end, so I'm fine with it now. I see. Well, hearing that makes me feel better. In return, I'll introduce you to someone new. No, I'm okay for the time being. Don't say that. Well, I'll tell you when I feel like dating, okay? It was good to see Yoshida doing well. I felt relieved. And then, my life just seemed to go from strength to strength. I performed very well in my new company and received an award for it. A few months later, the news I had been eagerly awaiting for came. My ex-wife, Yoko, suddenly expressed desire to meet up.
Please, I need you to take Nozomi.
What? Why all of a sudden?
Nozomi keeps rebelling and saying mean things to me.
According to Yoko, Nozomi would insist every day that her mother earned more so she could go to a private university. Apparently, she'd tell her to get a full-time job so she could earn more. You have sufficient child support.
I've used it all up to paying back loans.
Loans?
I secretly borrowed bags behind your back last year.
And where are those bags now?
I've sold them already.
I think it's about time. That's a lie, isn't it? You bought branded bags to impress a guy and support him, right?
What are you saying?
I know exactly what happened. The real reason you started being mean to me and asked me for a divorce after I resigned was because you were having an affair, right?
Why would you say something like that?
Nozomi collected all the evidence for me.
Nozomi?
When Yoko asked me for a divorce, this is what Nozomi had told me.
I think Mom might be having an affair.
What?
The other day when I bunked off of school, there was some man in the house.
You gotta be kidding.
She said it was someone from work, and that he left soon after, so I didn't give it much attention, but when I saw the pop-up messages on Mom's phone…
What did it say?
It looked like she was making arrangements to go on a date.
I see.
I think the real reason Mom wants a divorce is so she can remarry him.
Afterwards, I hired a detective to investigate my wife, and it turned out that her affair was with none other than Yoshida, who was the reason I quit. I swear, I'm not going to let this slide. So, I knew what was going on from the start. The real reason Nozomi said she'd live with you was to gather evidence for me.
What? This can't be true.
Nozomi actually has a lot of integrity. She said, "I hate having a pathetic father, but I can't forgive a promiscuous mother. I'll get to the bottom of this." And she was secretly checking your phone. Thanks to Nozomi checking your messages, I figured out the day you were meeting Yoshida. Here, check this out. I have a photo of you holding hands with Yoshida, walking into a hotel room, and even one of you two having fun in a car.
You framed me!
That's a bit rich coming from someone who tricked their own family. Oh, and by the way, there was a reason why Nozomi told you to earn more money.
What do you mean?
Remember when you were having a go at me for not earning enough? She said she repeated the same phrase to you. It seems you didn't notice that your very words were being parroted back to you.
This is horrible!
You're the one that's horrible. I will be claiming for damages, so I hope you're ready for that. I asked my wife for compensation money, and also Yoshida too. The two of them argued at work, blaming each other for what had happened. As a result, people in the office found out they were having an affair. Eventually, they quietly resigned and left the company. Later on, I received a call from Yoshida, and out of curiosity, I answered it. To my surprise, it turns out he had also made advances towards a married woman at our business partners. Please, can you give me back the $200K I gave you in damages? The husband of the woman I had an affair with at the company is also asking for compensation. Why on earth would I do that? First of all, you need to sort yourself out. You have issues. After giving that advice, I blocked his calls. So, I don't know what happened to Yoshida after that. I heard rumors that he borrowed money from loan sharks, but the truth is unclear. And as for Yoko,
Please, take me back. I apologize.
it seems she managed to get her parents to pay for the compensation money. But they subsequently estranged her. And now she has nowhere to go. You're the one who said you don't need some loser like me.
Nozomi, you want to live with your mom, right? What are you talking about? There's nothing worse than a cheater. I don't want to even see your face.
As you can see, no one is on your side. Come here again, and I'll call the police.
No way.
I have no idea what Yoko or Yoshida are doing right now. Or rather, I don't care. Nozomi continued to be wild for a little while after that. But as she lived with my parents, her feelings seemed to settle down. By the time she graduated from high school, she had calmed down a lot. She's currently enrolled in a beauty-related vocational school and is diligently studying every day to become a beautician.
I shampooed my friend today and was congratulated for how well I did it. You're so good with your hands, Nozomi-chan.
Why don't you wash my hair sometime?
But there's nothing to wash.
I may have lost my lifelong partner, but I have such a wonderful daughter. I need to work hard too, so I don't lose Nozomi either.
I'm Kaito Aizawa. One day I was at a funeral, my sister and her husband. They were in a tragic accident.
Mommy! Daddy!
I feel terrible.
Poor girl. I lost my parents when I was in high school. My sister, who was much older than me, stepped up and took care of me. She even put me through college. I owed her big time. But then, while she's on vacation with her husband to celebrate their anniversary, they were in an accident. Luckily, their daughter Riko was unharmed, but now she was all alone.
What are we gonna do about her?
I can't take her. I got enough on my plate as it is. It was time for me to step up. I'll take her. I didn't hesitate for a second. I knew what it was like to lose your parents, so I just couldn't leave her alone. Riko already likes me, and I live really close. If I take her, she won't have to switch schools. I lost my parents too when I was young, so I know how it feels. But you sure? Yes, I'm the only one who can get her through this. Riko, I'll be your dad and mom from now on, okay?
You're gonna be my mom and dad?
That's right. We'll get through this together. And so, I was now a single dad. I'm home!
Kaito!
Wow, what is it?
You were late, so I just got worried. I thought something happened.
Riko, I'm sorry. I should have called. It won't happen again. I shouldn't have worried her like that. I need to make more time with her. I was a designer, so my schedule was pretty flexible, but that wasn't enough. So I talked to my boss and got permission to work from home several times a week. Now I could take her to school in the morning and pick her up in the afternoon. I also made friends with the other mom. Things got much better after that. Riko was feeling much better now. She even started helping me with housework. Then a year later…
Kaito, come on, I'm gonna be late.
I know. You got everything you need?
Yep.
I was pretty good at this now. I even taught myself how to cook. Then one afternoon…
Long time no see, Kaito.
Mio?
Hey there. You haven't changed a bit.
She hasn't changed either. That's Mio Ono, my childhood friend. I haven't seen her in 15 years. Back in the days, she used to play sports with the other boys. I was a quiet type who kept to himself, so she was a complete opposite of me.
You reading books again, loser? I like books. Leave me alone.
If you like reading so much, you should read fashion magazines or something. You look super lame.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you.
We had nothing in common, but she lived next door to me, and I went to school with her almost every day. But then, after elementary school, she moved away. Her father had to move abroad for work. So I haven't seen her in ages. It's been forever. So, when did you come back here?
I just got in today. I guess we're neighbors again.
Huh? She moved into the apartment across the street from me. Oh, you moved in there, huh? What are the odds?
Yeah, it was close to my old house, so…
Well, it's good to see you again, neighbor.
Yeah.
Then the bus from the kindergarten arrived.
Kaito, I'm home.
Hey, Riko!
Huh? You got kids?
Oh,
Did he pick out those clothes for you?
Yep. Kaito always picks out my clothes for me.
That looks super lame. You should ask your mom to pick out your clothes for you, not him.
I don't have a mom.
Huh? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Hey, I know. Let me make it up to you by picking out some new clothes for you.
Huh?
Really? That'd be cool.
They got along right from the start. And so, we all headed to the mall. I was kind of busy, but I didn't have much of a choice.
What about this one, Riko?
It's cute, I like it. You got such good taste.
I'm glad you like it. How about this one? And this one too.
They were getting along really well. I kind of felt left out. Well, as long as Riko's enjoying herself. So Mio helped me pick out some new clothes for her. I couldn't remember the last time I brought her new clothes. I couldn't remember the last time I bought her new clothes. Thanks for today. I had no idea her clothes were getting so small.
Yeah, kids grow up so fast.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had kids, though.
Oh, about that. Then I told her about what happened.
Oh, I see. Raising a kid on your own can't be easy. Let me help. I like her a lot, and there's only so much you can do by yourself.
What? But…
Don't worry about it, okay? And we're neighbors, so…
Well, I guess she's always been nice. I just never noticed it.
Ah, that felt so good.
Hey.
Mio is really good at making bubbles. You should join us next time, Kaito.
What?
She started growing on me. I think I liked her. Every time she touched her hair or took off her jacket, my heart skipped a beat. The other day, our hands touched when we were doing the laundry. I wonder if she's got a boyfriend. Your phone is ringing.
Oh, could you get it for me?
Sure. What the? Was that her boyfriend? Well, she's pretty, so no surprises there. A few days later.
Kaito!
Hey, Suzuka! That's Suzuka Yukawa. We used to be classmates back in the days. Her daughter was older than Riko, but sometimes we hung out together.
Hey, I heard about Mio. Looks like you two have been spending a lot of time together.
How did you,
I got eyes and ears everywhere. Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see her? You two go way back.
Well, yeah, but I told her how I felt about her. I also told her that she was taken and I had no idea what to do. I don't know if that's her boyfriend or not, but either way, if I say something weird, it might make things awkward for everyone, so I'm just gonna keep quiet. And Riko and Mio are getting along really well, so I don't want to ruin that.
I see.
Mom, let's play tag.
Kaito, come on! Coming! Personally, I think you should just tell her how you feel. You don't know if she's taken or not, and I'm sure it won't make things awkward if she says no. Stop thinking about it for now. Let's go play. It'll help you take your mind off things.
Wow!
Sorry.
You okay?
You guys are holding hands. Are you in love? Kaito, that's cheating.
What are you talking about? When did you learn to talk like that?
Oh, stop it, you two. What?
About half a month later, I wasn't able to see Mio as much lately. I was just really busy with work. Then one day, Riko handed me a newsletter from school. Field day was coming up. Oh, right, it's that time of year.
Can Mio come too? As my mom?
I guess. I'll ask her, okay? The next day. So yeah, could you come with us? Riko really wants you there.
Why don't you ask Suzuka?
Why?
You guys are close, right? I thought you two were dating.
What?
I saw you guys holding hands the other day. You don't have to lie.
It was kind of funny, so I chuckled. But then...
Stop laughing at me! Screw you!
Hey, wait! What the... why was she so upset? Later.
Kaito, did you talk to Mio?
Oh, right, about that. She said no. I don't think she likes me anymore.
Are you for real right now?
Huh? What do you mean?
You're unbelievable! Call her right now!
Now?
Yes!
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. Then, as I dialed her number, Riko took my phone.
Give it to me. I'm gonna talk to her in private.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what was going on, so I left the room and gave her a few minutes.
She said she'll come.
Really? All right.
It's time to man up, okay? Tell her how you feel already.
Huh? What do you mean?
Kaito, you're really nice, but you're so naive. Fine, I'll help you.
Huh? Then a few days later at field day, I called Mio to the back of the building to talk. Listen, about what you saw the other day. There's been a misunderstanding. So I told her about what happened. I explained to her that there was nothing between Suzuka and I.
I had no idea. I'm sorry I jumped to conclusions.
I'm sorry too. You have a boyfriend, so I should have never asked you to play Riko's mom.
Boyfriend? What do you mean?
Oh, the other day I saw your background and... She paused for a few seconds, then she burst out laughing. Why are you laughing at me?
Oh, this is too funny. You talking about this photo?
It was an actor she liked. She took the photo at one of those fan meetings. What? I thought he was your boyfriend.
We make a pretty good couple.
Well, in that case,
Huh?
I like you, Mio.
What?
Why do you sound so surprised? Whatever, if you need time to think about it, it's fine.
What?
But then, she was interrupted by the announcement. Field day was about to begin.
We better head back.
Yeah. After that, we had a great time together. We played all kinds of games together, and it was a lot of fun.
Look at Mio!
Yeah, she's always been good at sports. Then, during lunchtime, one of Riko's friends came over to talk to her. Then, Riko did something unexpected.
Riko's mom was really good out there. She's not my mom. What? They're not married yet, so when is she gonna be your mom then? I don't know. Kaito, when is she gonna be my mom? What?
What? I wasn't expecting that, but I had to say something. So I said, I'll make sure it happens soon, okay? I'll do my best.
Yay! You snooze, you lose.
You're right. Mia, like I said before, I really like you.
Yeah.
So, will you marry me?
Mio, just tell him how you feel. Yeah, I like you too. I'd love to marry you. Yay! Yay! Wow! Congratulations.
6 months later, we got married.
Mio, look, I made cookies. Looks good.
Looks like you guys are having fun. Can I join you?
I don't know. You're not very good at cooking, so no.
What? Oh, come on. She's just like you when you were a kid.
Well, she's my daughter, so.
Yeah. Riko's been through a lot, but it was really nice seeing her smile like that. Anyways, it was a rough couple of years, but glad everything worked out.
Sosuke, I think I might like Misaki. I see. I'm Sosuke Shinoda, a second-year high school student. My childhood friend, Taketo Inaba, is the one who brought me into the class circle despite my shy nature. When Taketo said he wanted to talk, I never expected it to be about love advice. Misaki is kind and caring, and I was thinking it would be nice if a girl like her became my girlfriend. I wonder if Misaki's already dating someone. I heard the other day that she doesn't have a boyfriend. I'll confess my feelings to her next time then. I see. You're quite handsome and manly, Taketo. It will surely go well. Yeah, thanks. Actually, I had a crush on Misaki Onishi too. We were originally in the same cram school, but until now, we didn't have many opportunities to talk. Starting this year, Misaki and I became class representatives. Onishi-san, I'm sorry about earlier in homeroom. I couldn't lead at all.
It's okay. I did the class committee work last year, so I'm used to it. I'll do what I can, so don't worry too much.
Thanks. Oh, I'll summarize the homeroom contents and submit them to the teacher.
Huh? Are you sure?
Yeah, that's about all I can do. I took notes, so just copying them will be enough.
Can I see? Wow, amazing. It's easy to see. Thanks.
No problem. She's like a goddess. After that, we became close and often talked at the cram school. Before I knew it, I realized I was attracted to her. But since Taketo is so serious, I had to support him as a friend. Afterwards, Taketo confessed his feelings to Misaki. Misaki also reciprocated, and the two became an officially recognized couple, envied by those around them for their good looks. Yeah, this was for the best. After that, I graduated while keeping my feelings for her hidden. I went on to attend a university in the same prefecture, and later found employment at a local company after graduation. One day, while waiting for the contact person at a client company, something happened. Huh? Could it be Sosuke? Oh, Taketo? Long time no see! You're the new contact person? Yeah, from now on, we're work colleagues. Nice to meet you. Yeah, if it's you, I feel like I can enjoy working together. And that's how we became colleagues who interacted regularly. One day, Taketo invited me out for a drink. Hey Sosuke, can I ask you a favor? What is it? Actually, I got engaged to Misaki. Really? Congratulations. Thanks. I want to hold a class reunion and announce it to everybody. Sorry to ask, but could you help me organize? Actually, it was the busy season at work at that time, and I was working overtime continuously. But it's a special occasion for the two of them, and I can't refuse Taketo's request. Yeah, okay. I appreciate it. Let's have a drink! However, Taketo was too busy with work to help, so in the end, I had to make all the arrangements by myself. It was quite challenging, but I didn't mind, because it was for the sake of my friend. It was the day of the alumni reunion. Most of my classmates attended.
Shinoda-kun, long time no see.
Oh! Congratulations on your engagement with Taketo.
Thanks. I know you're busy, but I'm planning to have a wedding in the fall. I would like you to come too, Shinoda-kun.
Yeah, I'll make sure to attend.
That's great. Thanks.
Misaki-san, I'm glad to see you so happy. After that, the two of them had a grand wedding. They were busy afterwards building their new home, so we didn't have a chance to meet in private. And about a year and a half later, our new home was completed. You should come over and hang out too. I was invited to their new home along with a classmate. But, wow, what a splendid house! Having a training room is too cool! Well, working out is my daily routine, so it's no big deal. Oh, Misaki, the wine's empty.
Okay.
Oh, I'll get it. It's fine. Guests should take it easy and enjoy. But it feels bad to have Misaki-san do everything.
It's okay. You're a guest, so just sit back and relax.
Taketo didn't lift a finger to help Misaki at all. Feeling sorry for her, I started clearing the empty plates and doing the dishes. It's not right to just sit and eat. I'm used to doing dishes from living alone.
Sorry. Thanks.
Sosuke, you're never gonna get a girlfriend if you keep acting like that. Be more manly. The drunk Taketo was saying such things, but I ignored him and started washing the dishes. That night, when I got home, I immediately received a message from Misaki online.
Thank you for coming today. I'm sorry if I made you feel uncomfortable.
Don't worry about it. More importantly, the food was incredibly delicious.
Thanks for the compliment. I'm happy to hear that. Come over again if you'd like.
If there's a chance, I'd love to. Take care and be happy with Taketo. Misaki's still the same as before, a kind and considerate person. Unlike Misaki, though, Taketo had gradually become more brazen since getting married. Hey Sosuke, about the bolts you mentioned last week. Can you deliver them urgently? Is there a change in the delivery date? Until when? Actually, I need them by Thursday. Thursday? That's gonna be tough. Try to manage it somehow, please. Actually, I made a mistake in the order, and I want to fix it before it gets noticed by the higher-ups. Well, even if you say that... You and I are friends, right? And you wouldn't want to be in trouble if we terminated the contract with you, would you? Is that a threat? No, it's not like that. I'm just asking for a favor. So I'll be waiting for your positive response. Oh, wait a minute! I couldn't reach him even after calling back, so I had to explain the situation to my boss. Fortunately, my boss took action this time, and although it was really close, we were able to deliver by Thursday. I desperately begged the factory to make adjustments, but please, let that be the end of it. I'm really sorry. I'm reflecting on it, you know? However, the words of remorse from that time were just a pose. After that, he continued to make unreasonable order changes, and every time I refused, he hinted at terminating the contract. He's troublesome, but with so many mistakes like this, is everything going to be okay? One day, when I was thinking like that, I saw an unbelievable scene. On my way home from a new business, I saw a couple flirting with each other. I casually looked at them and... What? Taketo? The man was Taketo. What's more, they disappeared into a hotel. No way. Who was that woman next to him? But it was only for a moment. It could have been a different person. I told myself that and tried to forget about it. But after that, I was in front of the same hotel again, and I saw Taketo with the same woman. I took a picture of it. That woman, I'm sure. She was a clerk at Taketo's company. Does that mean it's an affair within the company? If so, I can't forgive him. I called Taketo with intention. Hey, I saw you cheating on your wife with that office girl. Huh? No way. Actually, I have proof. You should apologize to Misaki-san and cut this woman out of your life. You're still a hard ass, you know that? Yeah, that's right. I've been playing with her lately. But Misaki doesn't even know. So what's the big deal? That's not the point! It's her fault to begin with. The moment she became pregnant, she's the one who neglected me. Misaki-san is pregnant? Anyway, I've decided that I'm gonna play outside as long as Misaki isn't paying attention to me. If you don't want your contract terminated, keep your mouth shut. Are you threatening me with a job? Hey Sosuke, you better grow up. That's why you'll always be dependent on me. I see. That's what you really think, huh? Ha! I wasn't sure what to do with this, but I'll send it to Misaki. I can't believe her husband betrayed her while she was pregnant. I feel sorry for Misaki-san. You've got to be kidding me! That picture! Delete everything, including the original data! If you say you'll end the affair, apologize to Misaki-san, and continue to do business as usual, I'll go along with it. You're in no position to tell me what to do! You've been my henchman for a long time, so you'll just have to continue to do as you're told! I knew you saw me that way. I thought we were best friends, but I'm disappointed. Sosuke, I won't say anything bad. You'll do as I tell you. If you refuse, it'll only mean the end of your position at the company. Does that mean you're terminating the contract? I'm being pampered by the boss who has decision-making power. If I were to say just one word, your life would be over. That would be a problem. Alright, I have the USB with the data at home, so I'll give it to you tomorrow. You should have just said that from the beginning. We parted ways that day, and the next morning, I headed to Taketo's house. Taketo called me that afternoon. Hey, when are you going to bring the data? Huh? I already handed it over. What? I put it in the mailbox this morning. As you said, all the evidence is there. What? I never promised to hand it directly to you, so what's the problem with dropping it off? Don't mess around! If you do something like that! Oh, I received a message from Misaki-san in the morning saying, I received it. Thank you. What? That's right. I told Misaki-san everything last night. So I'll put the USB memory containing the evidence data, including the photo I just sent in the mailbox in the morning. You can use it to advance the divorce proceedings.
Okay, thanks. Since Taketo sleeps until the last minute in the morning, I don't think he'll notice.
It's best to do whatever you like after this.
I'll prepare to leave the house now, Shinoda-kun. Thank you so much for letting me know.
Hey! Don't mess around! Who's the one messing around here? You're cheating on Misaki-san, who's pregnant, and on top of that, you seem to be constantly emotionally abusing her. You don't let her spend money freely, you snoop on her phone, and you criticize her every day for cooking and housework. Misaki is my wife! She belongs to me! I can do whatever I want with her! Sosuke, you won't get away with this easily! If you have time to be angry at me, think about the future. Misaki-san said she's going back to her parents' house today. Is she planning to neglect her household duties? Being cheeky while being supported? You've really become trash. What a shame. Goodbye. And then, I immediately took action. First, I reported to my boss with evidence saying I was threatened by our client Taketo Inaba and presented a recording. My boss, a man with a strong sense of justice, promptly contacted the other party. It turned out that Inaba's company was on the verge of going public, and the entire company was on edge at that time. If their lax compliance with regulations and governance practices was exposed, there was a risk that the listing would not be accepted. The higher-ups at that company took the situation seriously and began an investigation into Inaba's behavior. It was revealed that he had done similar things to other clients, leading to his dismissal. And almost at the same time, Misaki-san abandoned him too. Takuto was demanded a lump sum of consolation money and child support, which his family covered by selling their land. But as a result, he was also disowned by his family. It's unclear what he's been up to since then.
Shinoda-kun, I really appreciate what you did. I knew Taketo was suspicious, but I couldn't investigate further due to morning sickness.
I'm glad I could be of some help, even if just a little.
Let me express my gratitude once things calm down.
Yeah. It's true that it may have been good that I was able to save Misaki-san from the emotionally abusive, cheating man. However, regardless of the reasons, I lost a close friend and caused the breakdown of their family. I couldn't bring myself to rejoice wholeheartedly. And I had already decided in my heart that I wouldn't contact Misaki-san again. Later on, I heard through the grapevine that Misaki-san safely gave birth to a healthy baby boy. A few years later...
Huh? Shinoda-kun?
Misaki-san? And so, Misaki-san and I met again. It turned out that the company where Misaki-san got a job was located near my workplace, and we also used the same train station.
Lately, Yamato has been really wanting to go to an amusement park.
Is Yamato already 3 years old?
Yeah, he loves superhero shows, and it seems there's a show like that at the amusement park.
Oh, I watched that too. Actually, we sell related merchandise.
I see. Hey, Shinoda-kun, would you like to go to that show together? Yamato likes our older guys like you. It would be a big help if you could come with me.
Huh? Is it okay? Actually, I was thinking of wanting to go see the show too, but I was hesitating about going to the amusement park alone.
That's great. Yamato would be happy too.
In this way, I gradually became closer to Misaki-san and her child.
Hey, Mom, are you still not gonna get married to Uncle Shinoda? What?
Yamato-kun, your mother and I aren't in that kind of relationship.
Well, you're good friends, right? When Mom's with you, she's always smiling. Shinoda-kun, kids' intuition can be so sharp sometimes.
What? Does that mean... My first love, Misaki-san, and I will get married in 2 years from now. Yamato, thank you so much.
My name is Misato Takagi, 31. I work in the sales department of a construction company. I handle phone calls, create invoices, make tea, etc. I'm pretty busy. There were a few female employees until last year, but they all left after getting married and retiring from their jobs. Now it's just me and this person. Create 10 copies of this, please, Takagi-san. Okay. After that, organize a customer information and send Mawa Corporations an estimate. All right. Her name is Tatsuko Masumoto. She's in her late 40s and is a veteran around here. She knows basically everything about the office. Masumoto-san always says, "There's no point in getting married. I'm going to stay single forever." Just like she says, Masumoto-san is single and works really hard at her job. Everyone is free to choose how they live, so I don't really think much about it. The bad part is that Takamoto-san always says, "You think so too, right?" trying to make me agree with her. Masumoto-san has a habit of being mean to female employees who get engaged. That's partially why they all left after getting married. I don't have a boyfriend, so Masumoto-san is fond of me for some reason, saying, "You and I are the same," often. But things have started to become uneasy lately.
I finished making the document you asked me to do, Senpai.
Thanks! You can go have lunch then, Hirose-kun.
Okay, would you like to come with me? I know a really good place.
What? Oh, alright, I'd love to go with you. This is Hirose-kun. He's a young new employee who just joined our department recently. I got up from my desk to go have lunch with Hirose-kun when I felt someone staring at me from behind. I turned around slowly and... I knew it! It was Masumoto-san. Wait, sorry, I forgot I have to make a phone call. Let's go some other time.
Alright, see you later then.
Yep, bye. That was close. Ever since I was chosen to be Hirose-kun's instructor, Takagi-san has started seeing me as an enemy. What was that? Did you get all excited because a young man asked you out for lunch? No, it wasn't like that. You should be more careful. Gloomy-looking men like him can't be trusted, especially in this day and age. He isn't like that. So you dream of getting married too or something? Seducing younger men is what sluts do, you know. Seducing him? It's not like that. Really? Then stop spending so much time with Hirose-kun. If you have the time to flirt, then do your work instead. After that, Matsumoto-san started insulting me even more frequently. When I changed my hairstyle a bit, she said, "I bet guys would love your hair." And when I brought a lunchbox I made to work, she said, "Are you trying to show off the fact that you can cook? You're so desperate in trying to get a guy." I'm sick of this. I hate being bothered by her all the time, so I make sure not to talk about Hirose-kun as much as possible when Matsumoto-san isn't around. It seems Hirose-kun has noticed all of this, so...
It's fine, I can do it on my own.
Sorry. But taking his word on the matter was a mistake. He tried taking care of a check on his own and made an error.
The amount isn't right here, Hirose.
Here too.
What? Oh, sorry. Jesus! Not only are you a pushover, but you also make so many mistakes. How are you gonna get by if you can't even do simple tasks like this? I'm so sorry. I'll fix it right away.
This check was a slightly irregular one. Making a mistake was only to be expected because I never taught him how to take care of it. I told our bosses what happened and covered for his mistake, since this was clearly my fault. I'm sorry, Hirose-kun. I still haven't taught you everything, so don't hesitate to ask me any questions, all right? But wouldn't it be best if you didn't talk to me a lot? Don't worry about Matsumoto-san. I'm so sorry for getting you involved in this. I'd hate it if our bosses got mad at Hirose-kun again. Who cares what Matsumoto-san says anyways? After that, I pretended not to notice Matsumoto-san and made sure to teach Hirose-kun everything he needed to know. Matsumoto-san insulted me, saying, "You're such a slut," and Hirose-kun told me, "It's fine, I can do it on my own." But I didn't pay attention to any of that and continued teaching Hirose-kun. Hirose-kun did his own part and got better and better at his job, and by now, he really can do most of his work on his own.
These documents are very well organized, Hirose-kun. Thank you. I heard that you took care of the phone call with Manwa Real Estate as well. The department head praised you, saying that you were a pleasure to do business with. I'm glad I was able to help. Keep up the good work. Understood.
Hirose-kun is a bit awkward, but he's a good person and also a hard worker. The people in the office started thinking more and more highly of him. Nice work, Hirose-kun.
Thank you. It's all thanks to you helping me, Takagi-san.
No, this is thanks to your own hard work, Hirose-kun. Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
Matsumoto-san was watching us from the side and got pissed again, calling me a slut. But I was already used to it, so I ignored her. But me ignoring her probably got on her nerves. Matsumoto-san's insults escalated even more, now saying things like, "You're pretty good at sucking up to men even though you're so ugly," and "Don't come to work if all you're here for is guys," whenever we would see each other. Still, I kept ignoring her. All I did was what I needed to do. Say whatever you want. I've been working here for 10 years. I don't need Matsumoto-san's help to do my work. I was mad, but I knew that getting into an argument with her would only make things worse, so I kept my mouth shut. But one day... I thought I put it here somewhere. The hairpin I had on my desk was gone.
What's the matter?
The hairpin my sister gave me is gone. That's strange. I know I put it here. I use a hairpin whenever I do desk work to keep my hair from falling on my face. I know I put it on my desk before going out for lunch, but it was nowhere to be seen.
I'll help you find it.
It's fine. You have to go to a business meeting with our clients after this, right?
But this is important, right?
What are you doing? Oh, Oh, Masumoto-san, I'm looking for my hairpin. Your hairpin? That ugly, cheap-looking one?
That's a bit rude, I think, Matsumoto-san.
It's fine, Hirose-kun. Don't you have to go to a business meeting soon? Yeah! Stop bothering yourself with a cheap hairpin and go back to work! I looked for my hairpin after work as well, but couldn't find it. I wonder where it went. This is such a shock. After that, I started putting my belongings into a drawer with a lock on it, and so my things stopped disappearing, but ever since my hairpin disappeared, other things started disappearing around the office as well. This included envelopes I had bought and things I was supposed to give to our client. One time, even the prize that was supposed to be given out at a gold competition disappeared.
What's the meaning of this? We're out of envelopes again?
What? I just bought some recently.
We need them right now. Go and buy some.
Does that mean that there's a robber inside the office? It isn't that serious right now, but it scared me to think that there was a robber among my colleagues. I was heading to the storage room to put away the envelopes I had bought when… Huh? Someone's there. I looked into the storage room and saw someone sneaking about. I hid behind a shelf and watched. Wait, is that Hirose-kun? The person sneaking around the storage room was Hirose-kun. He looked around a bit before returning to the office. What? Hirose-kun was the thief? Hold on, maybe he just needed to do something. After that, I started watching Hirose-kun's movements closely. He sometimes just gets up from his desk and goes to the storage room. I thought at first he might just be going to get some equipment he needed, but whenever he returned, he was always holding nothing. What is he doing? Wait, is he putting things into his pocket? A few weeks later, I decided to confront Hirose-kun about the matter. I followed him to the storage room and caught his attention from behind. Hirose-kun? We were in the back of the storage room and he was clearly surprised when he saw me.
Takagi-san?
It was you?
Huh?
I don't want to believe it, but you're always sneaking around in the storage rooms like that.
Oh, it's not like that. I'm not the thief. I was just coming to retrieve this.
Hirose-kun panicked and took out a small camera from his pocket.
There have been a lot of thieves around the office recently, right?
Wait. Were you coming in and out of the storage room always to set these?
Yes, my things started getting stolen as well, so I decided to take action. I asked a friend who's an expert on gadgets, and he lent me this. He told me that this should help in finding the culprit.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry I doubted you.
That's fine. Sorry I was always sneaking around like that.
So, were you able to get any footage of the thief?
Yes, I checked on the equipment earlier and saw that the laminating film was gone. So the camera should have caught the culprit.
What? We looked at the footage together and were horrified. The person caught on the camera was…
Matsumoto-kun, you were the thief?
Huh?
Takagi and Hirose caught you stealing on camera. Why did you steal all that stuff? And to think that I trusted you.
No, you got the wrong idea. I just went to the storage room to check if anything was stolen or not. How do you know that something was stolen from the storage room? We didn't mention that yet.
Only us and the culprit know where the theft occurred.
Wait, you two tricked me.
Why are you the one getting mad? All the thefts that occurred until now was your doing as well, wasn't it?
The department head told her that he's going to hand her over to the police, and so Matsumoto-san finally realized the situation she was in and admitted that she was the thief up until now. Apparently, she was selling the things she stole online for cash. So you were the one who stole my hairpin too, huh? Yes! It only sold for 500 yen! How rude! It was a gift from my sister! Shut up! You only wore that tacky hairpin of yours so guys would notice you, right? It's your fault for wearing it in the first place! It was nothing like that!
Enough! I'll decide what to do with you with the higher-ups. Don't think you're getting off easy.
But I've worked for this company for so long. You told me that I was a valuable employee.
That's completely unrelated right now. Theft is illegal. You're a thief, Matsumoto-san. Can't you even understand that?
A thief? You're so mean!
If this wasn't theft, then what was it then, huh? You don't even seem to be sorry for your actions. I've had enough of you. Get out of my sight! Don't come to the office until we decide on your punishment.
After that, we found out that a lot of other things had been stolen from the office, which we didn't even notice were missing. Apparently, she made a total of over 200,000 yen selling all the things she stole. The higher-ups filed a report on her, and so now Matsumoto-san has a criminal record. She was also fired, of course. I heard from the department head after that Matsumoto-san was a regular at host clubs, but she spent too much money on them and went way into debt, which is why she started stealing to make money. The theft started around the same time she took out a loan, it seems. Still, I'm shocked she had the nerve to tell all the female employees until now not to suck up to guys when she herself was a regular at a host club. My other colleagues were dumbfounded when they found out about this as well.
Thank you, Hirose-kun. We were able to stop her before things got even worse thanks to you. I'm glad I was able to help. Keep up the hard work. Understood.
I better work hard as well to keep up with Hirose-kun. I heard that after that, Matsumoto-san started working part-time jobs to support herself. Probably because she wasn't able to find a proper job since she now had a criminal record. Even though she had a difficult personality, she was good at her job. So I hope she repents on her actions and starts anew again someday. Now that Matsumoto-san was gone, the office was a much more comfortable place for me and Hirose-kun. Hirose-kun seems to be enjoying his job a lot, and every day is a lot of fun with him. By the way, the two of us became close and started going out. That's a story for another day, though. I'm going to keep doing from now on. It's almost Father's Day, so let's draw pictures of our dads as a present.
No! Dad has pictures of his body like this.
Oh, calm down, everyone.
I realized from a young age that my father was different from the other fathers. He always stood out when he came to school to see me for performances and stuff. It's because he was a Yakuza. He was large and wore his hair slicked back. I didn't quite get what being a Yakuza meant at the time, but I could tell that he was different. It felt a little lonely since my family was different from the other kids' families, but... Let's play together, Karaka-kun. Okay. I had one friend named Aisuke, and thanks to him I was able to enjoy those early years. But one day, it was suddenly decided that we were gonna move during the summer of my 3rd grade. Where are we moving?
It couldn't be helped. Sorry we didn't tell you anything beforehand.
What about Dad? Dad's stuff isn't here.
I want you to stay calm, Kakaru. Mom and Dad got divorced.
Mom kept talking after that, but I was so shocked I couldn't pay attention. My life changed regardless of what I wanted. Our quality of life was markedly lower than before as well. I couldn't get along with the other kids at my new school either, and because of that, I started growing more and more depressed. Mom noticed this and suggested something to me.
Take this, Kakaru.
A notebook?
Yep. Why don't you start writing a diary? You should keep track of the little things that make you happy from day to day.
What's gonna happen if I do?
You can read them over again when you're feeling down. Think of it like a piggy bank for happiness. Just try it out first.
A piggy bank for happiness, huh? I was doubtful at first, but I did what Mom said. We were poor, but we had each other. Getting by wasn't so hard if we cooperated. Thanks to my kind mother, I didn't dislike my new life. But that ended too after a few years. My mom was going to the supermarket when she got into a traffic accident. I don't have much memory of this period in my life. Long time no see, Kakaru. Dad? Dad reappeared at Mom's funeral. I haven't seen him since he and Mom got divorced, but since he looked basically the same, I recognized him immediately. I had no other place to go, which is why it was decided that I would live with him from now. About my job, I put that all behind me now, son. I run a restaurant now. Sorry for the pain I might have caused you until now. You should apologize to Mom, not me. You're right. We exchanged a few words in the car and I arrived at our destination. The place we arrived at was the house the three of us used to live in. Apparently, Dad lived here on his own after the divorce. We're gonna be living here again. Now it's just the two of us, though. My new life with my father started, but the two of us barely talked to each other. My father was always a quiet man, and I was in the middle of puberty. There were so many things I wanted to ask him, but since I was too awkward, I couldn't find the words. A few days after we moved, the paperwork for me changing schools had been done, and today was my first day. Another new school. Is that you, Aisuke? Kakeru! Long time no see. I just returned to this town a few days ago. Even old friends change if you don't see them for several years. Aisuke had a flashy appearance and started hanging out with kids that looked like delinquents. It's not just Aisuke. Since I used to live here, I knew a few people at my new school, but everyone seemed different. Looks like I have to start with 0 friends again. Aisuke's not in the same class either.
Long time no see, Kakeru-kun. Do you remember me?
Jao Saki-san?
You remembered! I'm so glad!
The only person who was nice to me was a girl that used to be in the same class as me in elementary school. She was pretty back then, but she was even prettier now.
Your last name changed, and you act different now as well. I didn't recognize you at first.
Well, a lot happened.
I see. Life is complicated after all, but I'm glad we can meet again.
It's reassuring to see that you don't seem to have changed much, though, Joe-saki.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Yugasaki-san, come here for a bit. Okay. Why don't we go home together after school, Kakeru-kun? There's so much I want to talk to you about.
What? Okay.
Yes! See you later then!
Jogasaki was always a bright person and was sort of everyone's idol. It looks like that hasn't changed. After that, I started spending a lot of time with Jogasaki at school. But that happiness of finding a friend that didn't seem to have changed much didn't last a while. I had a new problem to face. My pencil is gone again. My things suddenly started to disappear. At first, I thought I was just losing my stuff, but that wasn't the case. I realized what was happening when I found my shoes in the garbage box. Who did this? Who would do such a thing? Did I do something to be hated like this? I couldn't figure out who it was, no matter how hard I thought. I couldn't ask someone for advice either, since I was too embarrassed to tell someone about what was happening to me. One day, while I was depressed and unable to do anything, something decisive happened. I came to school and found a group of people gathered around the blackboard. What is this? Kaku's father's a Yakuza? I got expelled from my previous school for violence? The words written on the blackboard were about me. No, who did this? My dad had already left the Yakuza, and the part about me being expelled for violence was completely made up. But no one here could prove that for me. I was erasing the words on the blackboard desperately when... How pathetic! Hey, why'd you erase it? I put so much effort into that! How would you do such a thing? It's a lie! It's not a lie, right, Aisuke? Aisuke? Why? Aisuke was the one who told us that your father was a Yakuza. Apparently you were famous for it back in elementary school. Hey everyone! Hanging out with someone like him is dangerous, so don't, okay? But my father already left the Yakuza. Yeah, sure. There's no point when I lie your way out of this. I saw your father in the streets one day. This is your father, isn't it? The person in the picture is undeniably my father. Look, everyone! There's no way he isn't a Yakuza when he looks like this, right? You're on the same level as him since you're his son. The scum of society! I was too nervous to say anything to all the people staring at me, but then the teacher came in and everyone got to their seats. Excuse me, I don't feel well, so I'm gonna go home. Pakuda! Without thinking, I burst out of the classroom. My dad wasn't there when I got home. He's probably at work. I went to grab a drink from the refrigerator when I found some white powder on the table. Is this? I'd never seen the real thing, but I saw it in movies and TV shows before. This is probably... So Dad didn't leave the Yakuza after all. I'm an idiot for believing my father. I went back to my room disappointed. I tried writing in my diary to organize my thoughts, but it didn't help. I heard that you left school early today, Kakeru. Are you alright? It's none of your business! Of course it is, I'm your father after all. My father? It's all your fault! Because you're a Yakuza, people are avoiding me at school. Don't act like my father now after not coming to visit us even once after getting divorced. I shouted all the grievances I had against him until now, threw the diary that was across my room and shut the door. I started crying from anger and pity for myself and refused to come out. I didn't feel like going to school the next day either. I avoided my father, not saying a word to him at all. That went on for a few days, but one morning my father suddenly entered my room and... You're not going to school again today? That's none of your business. Don't worry, your friend's responsible for this, right? You're not going to be seeing him anymore. Huh? What did you do to him? I got a bad feeling and burst out of my house. Even after all that happened, Isuke was still my friend back when we were kids. I was bitter against him for what he did, but I couldn't truly hate him. I wonder what my father did to him without even telling me about it first. He's a Yakuza, he could have done anything. He might have killed him even. I hurried to school, thinking that the worst case scenario had happened. I hadn't been to school in a few days, but I was too worried about Isuke's safety to care. Isuke! I looked for him in his class, but he wasn't there. I asked his classmates where he was, but they didn't know either. What could it be that Isuke's really... Who are you? A man wearing a suit came and talked to me. Long time no see! You probably don't remember me though. I'm Isuke's father. Isuke's... There were other adults behind him as well. Apparently they were the parents of Isuke's two friends, Moriyama and Sugishida. We came to your house earlier for a visit, but then your father told us that you had gone to school. Dad? What's the meaning of this? Security says father? Please use our conference room. He went to the conference room where the three parents gave me an apology for what their kids did, and my father explained to me what happened. Long story short, this is what happened. The day I left early, my dad read my diary and contacted my school. But then the school said that it wouldn't take time to verify the truth of his claims, so he took the case directly to the education committee. They put pressure on my school, and things started moving quickly, and verified that my father's claims were true not long after. Isuke wasn't happy about me for some reason, and so he told his two friends about my father. They found it amusing and decided to use it to turn the class against me. Apparently, they were crying during the confession. I was surprised my father had taken such an honest approach to solve the matter. Why was Isuke unhappy with me? Does he mean Jogasaki? The reason is irrelevant. What they did was a crime. That's when I said I would take legal actions. This person told me, I'll make my son change schools, so anything but that. Right? I only heard about this afterwards, but apparently Isuke's father is now part of the city council. He didn't want this incident to affect his next election, which is why he wanted to settle things privately. Please, let me talk to Isuke. I went to meet Isuke so I could talk to him in person. He was standing near the school gates with a dark expression on his face. Kakeru! I heard from your dad about what happened. I'm not satisfied with his explanation, though. You weren't the kind of person to do something like this just because I wasn't getting along with a girl you liked. It's not just that. You moved without telling me anything to me back in 3rd grade, didn't you? I thought that you had abandoned me. I had no other friends at the time. And do you know what I had to go through? So that's why you told Moriyama and the other guy lies about me? I only told them the truth. It looks like trying to reason with Isuke was pointless now. Having to suddenly move them was like a dream. We were basically fleeing this town. That's why I couldn't tell you about it beforehand. I was lonely too, you know? Oh, I'm sorry. If only we had talked to each other properly sooner. I was looking forward to being able to spend time with you again, but it's a shame it seems. I just said that and left the scene. It looks like I really did lose a friend. I said goodbye to Isuke and entered the school building again, where my father was waiting for me at the entrance. Did you say what you wanted to say? Yeah. Let's go home then. I have to return to the shop. What kind of shop do you run? I didn't tell you yet. I run an udon shop. He really left the Yakuza? Wait, what was that white powder? Flour? Me and my father made up after this incident. I got divorced with your mother so as to not involve you guys in the process of me leaving the Yakuza. It took some time though, since a clan battle was going on. Me and your mother were gonna get back together once I'd taken care of everything. I was never able to achieve that promise though. Dad showed me the conversations he and Mom had by text and told me about everything that happened until then. Aisuke and his two friends changed schools just as promised. Moriyama and Sugishita went to the middle school in the neighboring town, but rumors soon spread about what they had done in their previous school and no one would talk to them. It looks like they're the ones being avoided now. Aisuke went to a private school, but a few months after that, Aisuke's father got involved in a scandal and had to resign his position. And now live in poverty, it seems. I hope he turns a new leaf someday. What's the matter? You look like there's something on your mind. Oh, sorry. Wait, was your house this direction again? Nope, it's in the other direction. Can you tell why? Oh, I know. You're hungry, right? There aren't many places to eat in that direction, after all. I know. Why don't we go to my dad's place? He runs a udon shop. What? You're so clueless. A lot happened until now, but I was happy. I was proud of myself for being able to move on so quickly. I must have taken after my father and inherited his boldness and tolerance. I need to thank him for everything someday. I thought to myself while eating some delicious udon.